The Red Crescent, a faction of the world's largest humanitarian network, the Red Cross, releasing this harrowing footage depicting the moment 15 aid workers are killed by an Israeli attack in Gaza. The footage was obtained from a cell phone found on one of the deceased paramedics who was buried in a shallow grave. It depicts a convoy of clearly marked ambulances and fire trucks traveling through the streets at dawn with their red lights flashing. After they stop by a vehicle that had veered off the road, two workers can be seen exiting their trucks before the footage goes black and a volley of gunshots is heard. It was on March 23rd that the International Red Cross Society sounded the alarm over a loss of communication with one of their emergency teams. Officials swiftly launched a search, which carried on for 1 week before coming to an abrupt end on March 30th after the missing team members' bodies were discovered in a mass grave in the southern portion of the enclave.
We urge the Council to support the call for an independent and thorough investigation of this atrocious crime and hold those responsible to account.
Speaking at the UN in New York, the president of the Palestinian Red Crescent Society called for an investigation into the attack. Israeli officials say one was launched immediately, but Saturday's video has cast a serious doubt on the IDF's version of events. 1 day after the bodies were found, a spokesperson for the Israeli military took to social media with this statement, which said the aid workers were traveling suspiciously in uncoordinated vehicles without headlights or emergency signals, a claim now debunked by the video. In the wake of the footage being released, Israeli officials say they're conducting a new thorough investigation, but the lack of consistency from the country is prompting UN leaders to call on the international community to hold Israel accountable.
I think the scale of this crime should oblige the international community to do more and not to accept that this would be another incident that goes in the files.
Although not yet confirmed by his own office, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is expected to travel to the U.S. Monday for talks with President Donald Trump at the White House. It's unclear at this time if the pair will discuss the incident, but what we do know is that tariff talks and discussions on Iran and a day-after plan for Gaza are on the table. For City News, I'm Karling Donoghue.